Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, we should be live, live. We should be live. Yeah. We should be live. Should be live. Should be live. Hey, Spencer, how you doing, buddy? Dave, how you doing? Yeah, Dad stopped in earlier. He dropped off a howdy do and everything. How you guys doing, man? It's been a crazy Thursday, man. There was no wind today. I should have went flying. Michael Reika, how you doing, sir? Reicha, yeah, man, it's good to see you. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. It would have been a beautiful day to fly. Oh boy, man, it's funny. I updated. Hey, Wild Bill, how you doing? It's funny, man. It's like I updated my OBS this afternoon. Tug, how you doing, sir? Matt M, how y'all doing? Updated my computer or my OBS like about an hour and 20 minutes ago. I was testing it and everything. So now I'm starting to get drivers for my graphics card. It wants to install, but there's no way I'm installing a graphics card driver. I did test though. I tested everything. Everything tested out well. It's been kind of a crazy week with Memorial Day and everything. It's like it was kind of, I don't know. It was kind of a sad Memorial Day. It always brings back memories of everything of those that have gave the ultimate sacrifice and everything. But we're good now. Everything's going well. Man, I was happy to get the Arctic. You can see it. It's right back there's the Arctic. Hey Victor, how you doing? I didn't realize I was missing a rear landing gear cover, and it should be around here somewhere. I looked everywhere. Randy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see y'all. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'm sure it's been a busy week for you guys too. And stuff. Yeah, it's like so since they put down I think it's weed killer on the field, and it's just granules everywhere. They broadcast all the hayfield in our area too. And until we get a rain to rain it in. Rich, how you doing, sir? We don't think Tuco should be on the field because he doesn't eat it, but it gets in his paws and he might lick it or something. It might be, hey Randy, how you doing, man? It might be, it could be bad for him because I know all the stuff we use on the yard says, might keep the dogs off it till it's been worked into the ground. So I think I'm going to go flying tomorrow and I'll leave him at home. But, he's sad for about 2 minutes after I'm gone. Then he's like, off to doing something else. Try to get someone to go play ball with him or something. But he had a good time today at the dog park. He was playing with a chocolate lab. They're running around. JCB, how you doing? Mickey, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good Friday there at work. Hey, it's good. Yeah, you finished your mid. That's good, Randy. Hope you have a good flight with it and everything. David, how you doing? Yeah, it's a nice shirt. Yeah, I got this shirt right here. David Yourself shirt. Figured I'd wear it tonight. Wow. All right, Tug, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. On your back 40. Oh, back in the yard. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Tug has a nice big yard, man. Nice big fenced-in yard. All right, Tug. It's good. Working from home. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's like my Spike to Likes juice, man. I'm out of Spike to Likes juice. So I got substitute Spike to Like juice in here, and it's not quite the same. Water is a poor substitute for bourbon. That's all I got to say. Hey Erwin, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm glad everybody's here. It's good. Yeah, Mickey, man. Mickey, if you got to watch Mickey's video. I know everybody in here does, but I see all in the comments and stuff on his videos. He does absolute great videos, and he claims nobody's hit the windmill, but I can't believe that nobody's nailed a windmill at that field, man. That thing is just like saying, "Here, plane, here, plane." BD, what's up, man? Yeah, I can see why everybody likes that E-flite F-16, man. That is a sweet flying plane. Hey, man, how you doing? Jude's here just enough, man. Let me make you a moderator, buddy. How you doing? It's good to have you here. Yeah, just enough RC, Jude, man. That guy's an FPV flyer extraordinaire, man. He flies that Freewing F5 FPV and he just greases it in every time. Brian, how you doing, man? I'm surprised to see you here as late as it is there, man. Doing well. Hey, Jermaine, how you doing, sir? Get well soon. Get back to normal. In my case, it'd be Abby normal. But yeah, it's been kind of a, I don't know. Getting the F-16 the Arctic, I was surprised it wasn't damaged worse than what it was as hard as I slammed it in. Yeah, we got Kenny, man. Kenny's there. Yeah, that's true. But that's true, Mickey. But good grief, man. I don't know. Maybe your pilots down there are a lot better than the pilots we have here. I don't feel. Yeah, I'm actually busier than when I was working. You know. Oh man. Yeah, it's like going to the doctor and stuff, man. Every time I go there, they keep giving me the old thumbs up and stuff, and you should lose some weight. More or less, for a fat guy, you're in pretty good health. You know, is basically what I get when I go. But yeah, flying. It's been interesting. Had some more great flights on Big Red and that little that 1.2 meter Mustang, man. It's just been like Grease City every time I've taken it up. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we didn't have any real drama this week. Of course, the week is not over, and no matter what you've done in the past, it doesn't matter the next time. You know, you put a plane on the ground and move that old throttle stick forward, man, and it's just like it's on. You know, it's humid today. It was pretty hot. It got up to 91 today. The garage is kind of hot. I got it shut up. I don't have my fan on, man. It's just like it's steaming. And then David yourself has nice thick t-shirts. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, it's like this guy Andy subbed to me, and I think he lives out there in California, just by the shape of the palm trees of where he flies and everything. I've got a little video set up. I'm going to try to. I mean, I've had to do some crazy things to fly my planes. You know, I've had to walk long distances with a pole and a cart to get out to the flying field. Heck, I've even had to go under a fence. You know, like when the key wasn't there to open the field at TOF when we flew. But yeah, it's pretty cool what he's doing, man. But yeah, it's funny. It's just like I was doing real good until I got ready to get out of the military when they canceled my, you know, they said I could retire, and then like a month and a half later they said they erroneously approved my retirement. Man, I was like floored. But that's an old war story. We're not going down the memory lane. But let me see. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to bring this up. Let's see. I'm going to go to this. And I'm going to make this live, full screen. I can't make a full screen. I gotta go here. All right, so I'm gonna try to show you what Andy has to do to fly. So I'm gonna go to my desktop, come out here, make this live. I was gonna play a little bit of this video. This is Andy.
Okay, here we go.
And this is what he has to do. He's got
See if this works.
That's a rope ladder. This is dedication to fly, I'll tell you that right now, man. Imagine if the neighbors looked out of their window. Got a guy with an airplane. One of those evil drones breaking into the school. Nice holler. Like those wheels. That's a Banana Hobby F-16, the little one.
Woo, schoolyard ops.
Anyway, he goes out, he flies it. It flies great for the
Let's
little
do it,
plane.
baby.
But it's
Okay.
Andy's Toy
Here we go.
Box 17. That's
I'm gonna hand launch this baby.
that's how he has to go fly. Imagine that, man. That is just crazy. And we got to go back here, and we got to cancel this. Yeah. All right, so let's get rid of that. Let's go back here. Let's go back here, and let's bring this scene up there. But isn't that amazing, man? That's what he's got to do to go fly. That's just crazy, man. But Andy's Toy Box, he subbed to me and stuff. I sub back. If people have contact, I sub back. Yeah, exactly, boss. That's what I was thinking too. I'm just like, that is just amazing. But when I saw that, man, I just was like, because that's the first video of his that I watched, because I thought, already subbed, and I thanked him, for subbing and sub back, and that's the first video I watched. I thought, my God, man, that is dedication. But he's got another place he can fly where he doesn't have to go over a fence. But I just thought that was, I've never seen anybody have a rope ladder to get in and fly, That's pretty crazy. I've heard of people having to, go through a window when their wife's locked them out of the house, but never anything like that just to go fly. But I was trying to think of everything's been going well at the field. We had a meeting Saturday, and there was, I think 12 members showed up. That's a lot. I didn't stay and fly. I figured I'd come home. We were gonna cut grass and do, in case she wanted to do something, in case Linda wanted to do something. We ended up running over to Ace Hardware store, and I picked up some paint so that on the Arctic, I got to take these headphones off. They're just too hot. I'm not going to run any more videos, but on the Arctic, which is right there. There's the Arctic, right there. When I put the Venturals on the bottom, I had to paint them black. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed, that like all the schoolyards around here, most of them are all locked up. Heck, when I was a kid, man, that's where everybody went to play. It was like over at the local high school or junior high, and go out on their fields and play ball and ride your bikes around the track and do things like that. Yeah, we always used to fly kites at the local high school. And I remember that's the first time I saw somebody flying an RC airplane was when I was a kid there flying a kite. Somebody was there with a radio controlled, some kind of wet plane flying. It's pretty good. We're using the basketball courts or that, but I guess they just I guess now it's I guess because vandalism and people selling drugs and stuff. It's kind of a shame too. But yeah, man, it's like I got plane fever. My birthday's this month, so I'm thinking like, but I don't think she'll say get a plane. I'm not even going to hint about get a plane. And I know Linda doesn't watch the live streams. Yeah, because Shay, he flies off of a nice track there, out there wherever he flies and stuff, and um, Skip, they fly at a school too. Yeah, Skip posted a Draco video today. It was pretty good flying. Let me see what I watched. Gosh, I watched a lot of videos. That's kind of what I do. Like when I get back from the field from flying, I'll go put my batteries on the ISTDT and get them all the storage, and then I'll come out here and listen to NASCAR radio and watch videos for a little while. I had Tuco out in the garage with me yesterday, and he finally got smart enough to lay in front of the fan. Hey, John Nunes, how you doing, sir? Yeah, you had a Draco video up too that you posted there, John. You posted some nice videos too. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like my mom and dad, like when I was growing up, man, they never took the keys out of the car in the driveway, they just left the keys in the car. Keys are always in the car. Usually in the ignition, too. Of course, my dad had about a bazillion guns at home. I agree, boss. Flying is relaxing. That's the truth, man. You can't trust anybody. Wow, so boss, you got an Avanti and a Beaver. Which Avanti did you get, the FMS or the Free Wing? I'm sure they both fly great, though. Yeah, it was like I lost the little gear protection on one of the rear landing gears on the Freewing F-16, and I'm pretty sure I brought it back with me from the Pilot Ryan fly-in, but I don't see it anywhere, so it must have fallen off. But I think I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna get some hot glue and paper tape. No, I'm just kidding, Dave. The curvature is about like a 20-ounce plastic bottle. So I'll make it out of one of those. The FMS, okay. Hey, Truth, how you doing, sir? Yeah, the Twin Otter, that thing flies nice. It flies real nice. Uh, I personally not a car, but I had the original, the blue carbon Z Cub. I didn't care for it. I mean, the new one, I don't know. It might fly. Oh, so both, okay. Both of them FMS. It depends. Are you if you're set up to run 6 cell batteries, then I mean, the Carbon Z might be a good plane for you to fly. It's big. and the only reason why I didn't like the Carbon Z Cub is not because of the way it flew or anything. I just didn't like the looks of it. It just didn't. It wasn't to me. It wasn't an exciting looking plane. But you know, that's just me. And I gave it to my buddy, and you know, he painted it. One of the fuses I gave him two. He painted one. He's a big Gator fan, so Gator orange and green, and then he clipped the wings off clipped them right off at the end of the flaps. Made a clip wing cub out of it. That was fun to fly. That thing was tricky. It was a true clipped wing cub, man. That thing would spin like a bullet, man. Yeah, that FMS Beaver is a nice looking plane. I saw a couple of those fly. Hey Don, how you doing? I saw a couple of those fly for the first time in person at the Pilot Ryan fly-in, and that FMS Beaver is a nice flying plane. Flies real nice. But the Carbon Z Cub, you know, there's people that love those too. So I mean, you know, they're good planes. Yeah, the smallest 6Ls I have is 4,000. I could do 33s if I wanted to run 2 3-cells in series. So I could do a 33 that way. You know, and it's maybe a little bigger than what a 33 6-cell would be. Because right now I have 3 4,000s and two maybe three. I have 3 5,000s and 3 4,000s, 4 cells or 6 cells. I'm sorry. I like the 4,000s. You get a little less flight time, and I'm bringing my jets down when it's windy, gusty like that. I mean, those gusts were pretty darn strong, and they weren't always down the runway. On this last flight, I think I posted one flight, the Arctic, that day. That's the day I'm talking about there. And I came down early because I wanted, I wanted plenty of an opportunity for a go around. And it's like usually if I take one go around, I'm going to need 2 go arounds. I'll need 2 to make it, to get it in, because it's like you start getting nervous and stuff and latching up. And then I landed them long because I took whatever the wind would give me. I like landing them, like reasonably in front of me, but like when it's when it's gusty in the teens and it's not always down the runway, I'll take whatever the wind gives me. Wow, do they screw in or do you glue? Let me see, on my Arrows F-15, I had to glue some landing gear back in there, and I like using foam tack, the foam TAK. I like using that on retracts because if you ever need to pull it out, you can always get a knife and you can kind of cut the glue in between the foam and pull it out. But like you use epoxy gets hard. I mean, the 30-minute doesn't get as brittle as any of the other shorter time fused epoxies, but getting epoxy out of foam so you can reglue it is a pain in the keister. At least I don't like it, and I don't think it works as well as foam tack because foam flexes and the foam tack flexes more with the foam. But that's me, like Dave. The RC Marshall, like when he was putting that landing gear back in his F-22, he used epoxy. That's fine, it's going to work. I would have used foam tack, but that's just me, If I ever have to reglue a rear landing gear in, then, no, I'm just kidding. Are you kidding me? Wow, the Avanti, E-flite F-10, the Thunderbird. Yeah, that Thunderbird, man, that is a sweet flying F-16. Yep. I had to get one. I've always liked them, and then after watching them at the fly-in, it was just like, yeah, Yeah, boss. I mean, it's just it's all good. Hey, Mafia Chris, how you doing, sir? Yeah, the JB. Yeah, JB Weld epoxy. Yeah, I like JB Quick. That's what I use a lot for plastic. If I break a plastic bit, I'll take. Usually, I'll get I'll rip off a piece of unwaxed dental floss and kind of whip the plastic part if I can whip it, and then mix in that JB Weld. Put a couple different thin coats of JB Quick Weld on it. Man, that thing is never going to break in that spot again, man. Never, ever, ever. Yep, JB Quick Weld works great for. I don't know how many plastic bits and parts I've fixed with that. But that Thunderbird, the E-flite Thunderbird, man, that is a beautiful flying plane. Yeah, I like the foam TAC, and then I like the foam tack. But I mean, yeah, it's just I mean, really, it's whatever you want to use. Whatever you're comfortable with using. Like I have some of that construction grade hot glue, and I'll use that on some things. The only thing is it's kind of a heavy glue, but it's just like I said, man. It's just and CA. I like CA, but CA gets brittle after a while. But I figure my planes anyway. They have a life expectancy on them, and they either the heat being out here in the garage in LA will get to them, or I'll get to them. But Draco, man, putting that thing together, man, it gets easier every time you do it. I can put all my little wing screws in, but one with my hand. And I'm really like the video I posted this week of Draco. I was just doing rudder turns because the way it was flying, last time out, man, I was using a lot. Once I got the turn established, I was using reverse ailerons to kind of keep the wings from going at a real steep angle. Just because in the strong winds it catches that, and then you're fighting that. But man, heck, it turns, it banks into a nice turn just with the rudder. I think it has something to do with the convex shape under the wing, and maybe it's got the little curly Q things on the wing tips, and maybe that kind of acts kind of like a polydihedral wing, to where you don't use a lot of you just don't have to use a lot of aileron in the turns of Draco. The more you use it, just tips. It doesn't help the turn. And in strong winds, 2 meter wingspan, I don't like having a lot of wing surface exposed to the wind. I'd rather have it produce and lift than being drag in the wind. But I got it to where I can, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I used to have a kicker, but all my kicker evaporates. But I haven't tried putting it inside a Ziploc bag and keeping kicker in the refrigerator. Because ever since I started putting CA and foam tack in the fridge, it's lasted. Heck, I've got the bottle. I'm still using the CA that I got at the Mary Boozer's Toys for Tot fly-in back in November, and that's the longest I've ever had CA. Usually I go buy like $16 worth of 2 bottles of CA at the local hobby shop here about every 2 months. Yeah, I mix glues too. That's what I did when I put the elevator, because one elevator on the Arctic got ripped off completely. On the Arctic, got ripped off completely, and I used a little of the foam TAC. I just put like 3 dots to hold it on. Real thin dots, and then got out my Woodland Scenics foam tack and brushed the hinges on both sides with about 3 coats. I guarantee that hinge isn't coming off again. Flew great. I didn't have to do any trimming on it or anything. I was shocked. I was shocked at the servos. I figured I'd have strip servos. I didn't know if the landing gear had gotten up, retracted fully before it smacked in. That was just a bad hit, man. Oh God, I still can't believe that, man. I come banking out of a takeoff, and as soon as I got going down the back, right in the middle, right before I got on the back leg, I dropped power, and a gust of wind hit it with the wing tipped up from the churn and flipped it over so that it was upside down and going down, and I just barely, got enough power to get it going long enough to get the retracts up and get it upright. And I almost pulled it up, but so I hit like almost full power. Dave was going to film. Dave was going to video my crash, man. Dave it yourself was going to video it. He's sitting there messing with his camera. I goes, Dave, it's done. It's crashed. he laughed at it. He got a laugh. He probably didn't even see it go in, because he was working on his camera. Deuces, Mike. Yeah, I forget you guys are flying at what, 5,000 some feet altitude there. All right, Roland, we'll check you out. I'll watch you, buddy. When I was looking for Andy's video, I saw you had some dots on there. Because it's funny, if I watch them on my phone, it doesn't take the dots off on the computer. So I don't know what's up with those accounts. Kenny! You having cheeseburgers tonight, buddy? That was good, man. Jackson, how are you doing, sir? Yeah, man, it was good, man. It was good. Oh, there's nice, man. You guys got the best graphics, man. I can never find emojis like that, man. You find the best emojis. 6,000 feet. Shoot, man, you ought to just move to Cripple Creek, man, or what's the other 2 mile city there? Cripple Creek, Durango, yeah. Yeah, we used to go to Colorado on vacations a little bit there, and there's a railroad that runs between Durango and Cripple Creek. We drove that in a Jeep. Holy cow. I mean, holy cow. It's like we were heading one way and another couple in a Jeep were heading the other. When we met and we stopped and we talked, and and he goes, would you go back the way you came? I said, no, I wouldn't go back the way I came. And they said, no, we wouldn't go back the way we came either. So it was, yeah. We had like 3 people hanging off a CJ5 to keep it from tipping over on one part of the trail. And my oldest son was sound asleep in his car seat in there. I mean, it wasn't like off a cliff or anything, so it would have just, it wasn't too bad. In hindsight, we probably should have took him out of the car seat. Well, maybe we did. I don't know. I think Linda carried him and walked behind or held him. But seeing that little car seat in there when I'm hanging on that thing. Because I didn't drive. Somebody else drove. They wanted me on the side. But, yeah, I mean, because I can get big planes like Big Red in the car where Tuco can still ride in the back seat. But when I get Big Red in there, because I put my radio box, my battery bag holds the tail up enough so I can shut the back door. And keeps it so it doesn't go all the way up where his seat would be. So he can go back and forth on the back seat. Yeah, man, that was something there, man. It's an old railroad track is what it was. Part of it was on. It goes through a big railroad tunnel through the mountains and stuff. It was good. It was a good drive, man. And we had to go through the big snow tunnels that they cut through the snow. Jeez. Yeah, and then like on this Jeep, I think what they did is they disabled the gas gauge on this Jeep. It wasn't an old Jeep, but they must have disabled the gas gauge. So, it's like every time we passed the gas station, man, I topped it off, so because you didn't have to top it off to bring it back, but heck, you're not going to be riding around, in Colorado in the mountains, with no gas. EQ, how are you doing, man? Man, you're overthinking that Bigfoot, buddy. All you got to do is slap some of those some of those Durafly Tundra soft tires on it, man, and that landing gear is great. I miss my little Bigfoot, man. I really do. Gentlemen that bought it, if you're in here, he doesn't seem like a YouTuber, man, but yeah. Oh well. When they put it on sale, I'll probably snag another one. Nice, Victor. Nice, nice, nice. Tell her hello. She does a great job videoing you two. Looks like you two have fun out there. I like the words of encouragement she gives you and stuff. It's good. It's like Linda doesn't say anything too much, you know. Well, sometimes, you know, like we fly a lot. She goes like, "You sure you want to fly again?" Yeah. Because that's what she'd always say, because everybody would always crash towards the end of the day. She's like, "You guys just never know when to quit. That's the problem, you know. You should quit before you crash." And I'm like, it's not as fun as the normal Spike Deluxe juice, but it's tasting pretty good right now. I was going to stop and get some more Spike Deluxe juice, and I just never, with the holiday weekend, I didn't do it. But, let's see, what else do we got going on? Yeah. I thought I made a big discovery. No. I'm still looking for that wheel cover. It's got to be around here somewhere. But my RC parts are pretty neat. And I'm thinking it might have fell in the trash can. All right, Dave, will do. Yeah, she kind of looked at your show a little bit. I mean, not much, but near a Sunday. She goes, "Yeah, he looks like he's having just about as much fun as he always has, Dave." I think hey, Pickled, how you doing, man? She thinks we're all nuts anyway, so. Well, she knows that. She knows I'm nuts, man. It's funny. She goes, "I can let Tuco out in the garage if you want," and I was like, "Nah, I don't. He ain't gonna. It's too hot. He's not gonna stay out here unless I have a bag of peanuts to feed him." But man, that was something with Shay and losing signal on his F100. Man, that would be scary. Oh, you could just tell. He didn't have to say anything, but you could just tell. There's like all the wind went out of him when that thing was going down, and then it came up again. Gee whiz. Wow, Deuces, that's crazy. Deuce, did you calibrate the ESC? I know it seems like most E-flite jets you don't have to do that. But yeah, because I know sometimes the guys that, you know, because we flew off golf course grass at the park down at the beach, and when in the morning when the grass was wet from the dew, like the EDFs had a hard time. Well, even like my FMS B25, I couldn't take off the grass until it dried, you know. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's like, "Hey Thomas, how you doing?" Yeah, it's just been out at the field, you know, like they were talking about improvements. That's what I was going to mention. You know, they're thinking, you know, like they're going to buy some of those, like those metal carports that you see in the South a lot. You know, they're going to put up, you know, start putting those up across the pit area and stuff. You know, and they think that's what's going to draw people out there. And I said, man, I said, you know, if we can get the best runway, if we can have the best runway in Alabama, I said, that'll be the draw that'll get people to want to come out and fly. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was wet. Yeah, because it seems like that wet grass. I don't know about AstroTurf, man. I don't, you know, I don't have a big dollar field like that to fly off of. But I just know, like, wet grass has a lot more drag than dry grass. Because it just didn't look like it was going all that fast. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell on a video. But I just know, like some days out there on the field, like if I got to take off, if I have to take off from, if I'm running from right to left, it's a lot harder to get up in the air than if you're running from left to right, you know. Huh. So you returned to Sea Furry, huh? Yes, Mickey. Yes, there are full-size aircraft. The big hangar, like I'm standing on the field, the big shiny building up on the left, way up there on the left, he has an Anaconda in there. It looks just like that E-flite Anaconda that they used to sell. The yellow and orange, covering on it and stuff. It's kind of grounded right now because somebody banged into it inside the hangar and poked a hole in it, and he hasn't had time to fix it yet. Because I guess he can inspect aircraft repairs and sign off on them. That's what he does. He does for one of the things he does for a living is he's an inspector, aircraft inspector. I forget what it's called. I don't know, a TAAI or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But he was going to get one of his buddies. He was going to do the work and then get one of his buddies to sign off on it. But instead of just fixing the covering in that one spot, he wants to recover the whole plane. And it's got to wait because he's going to build an addition. He's got to start on the addition, but he just needs time, man. He's just been so busy between doing his plane thing, and he's an instructor. So it's just like work's been in the way of Jay, taking care of that, getting his plane up, and then there's another partner that owns that land too that has, I think, 3 planes, but I've never been there when one was touched down and landed. Yeah, like for like my banner tows, what I use is that E-flite serverless release. The thing's expensive and it works, but it's funny. It's like sometimes it'll quit working because there's a piece in there. If you take it apart, you have to fix it. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called here, Mickey. But oh, he was hot too. I mean, he was just hot talking about it. This was after it happened. I don't know if his son did it, or I don't know. We don't know who did it. Nobody. I guess nobody claimed or admitted that they whacked in, or maybe they didn't even know it, that they bumped into his plane. But he was not happy. The Army flies were pretty close to that field, though. Yeah, they work well, Kenny. Or, I mean, EQ, yeah. Deuces! David! Let's see. Yeah, I was thinking, man, we're, been lucky getting people to sub and stuff. I don't know if I do something here at the next milestone of subs. If we get it, you never know what's going to happen, I just appreciate everybody that subs, joins Team Let's Go Flying. I'm working on some new logos too. I pretty much got it finished up. I finished that up yesterday. I was going to put it on. I'll probably put it on the opening screen or something. I still like It's All Out of Whack. What was I gonna? I was gonna do an out of whack. I had a video I watched that was just, I don't know. I just couldn't believe it. Oh yeah, I was going to show. I mean, I hope you all saw. I mean, when Roy nailed that irrigation sprayer with Big Red, it was just boink. Oh man, it was sad. I've seen a lot of that though at the light poles down at the park, man. Hitting those light poles, and they've hit everything down there. Like I hit the ground poles. They had no ground. I've got a video on my Radian. I think it's something where a hawk, something hawk in the title, but it's just flying along, and I was kind of landing, and it just like boing, bounced right off a pole. That's when I had one of those a Sony camera. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a pretty big camera on there. Man, it dinged it up pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand things. I just don't understand how YouTube does things. Because I started, like every 2 days I'll log my watch hours and views and subs. I don't know. I mean, it's just something to do, because I'm used to tracking all kinds of stuff at work. But it's funny, like, my watch hours are almost 5,000 already, and it's like they'll be up at like say 990, whatever, 990, and then 2 days later it'll be 940, and I'm like, what? It just fluctuates. I don't know. It's like they do funny numbers, man. You can't trust their numbers and stuff. Yeah, Roy rocks, man. The way he waxed it. I like his son out there too. His son, some pretty deadpan commentary there on that. I bet if he tried to hit that pole, he'd probably take him 10 times to do it. But then Cliff Harvey RC, man. Cliff built a glider from scratch. He made his own plans for it and everything, and it's got one of those motors that like the motor lays flat till you power it up, and then the prop pulls the whole motor attachment, pivots up, and it's pretty cool. It is just pretty cool how that works. So I'm sure, man, you guys are getting money from YouTube. I'm sure it's their funny math, that same funny math. Eric. No, that's pretty cool, man. Because when my kids were that age, they didn't really want to go out and do much with dad anymore. Like once they started hitting teenage years. Not unless I was taking them and their buddies out to water ski or something, on the boat. Hey, you got a Draco? Okay, yeah, nice. I didn't put all the little foot pegs and antennas on mine that are sticking off the bottom of the fuse, because I wanted a place, because I've got to turn upside down to put the wings on. I wanted where I could grab it, for sure grab it without worrying about, breaking something off or getting stabbed by something when I'm picking it up. So I got all that in a bag, and I can't really tell that the stuff's not on there, but, so, I mean, but I always try to think on the practical side of things, like I rarely put antennas on planes. In fact, I don't have. The only plane I've got an antenna on still is my Falkwa, the BF 109. It's still got an antenna on it. In fact, it's sticking right into my Cub, the bottom of the fuse of the Cub right now. Huh. What are you doing, Kenny, man? What are you talking about, Lewis? Okay. See, I can read that because I have dyslexia. I was dyslexic when I was young. It's like when I'm tired, man, I can. Jeez, yes, it's bad sometimes when I'm real tired. I called you up to ask you to cook how to cook something, Jermaine. That's funny. Just tell them to throw it in the microwave, set it for 60 minutes. Go out on the back porch and drink a beer. But let's try to think, man. And then what next week? The Jam of Jets is taking place. Yeah, planes for over 8 years that haven't been flown yet. Jackson, that's amazing, man. I can't wait to get them little dogs out of the boxes, man, and get them put together. Because I usually assemble them, like one night, and then, I go back, then, bind it and everything the first time, and then go back the second day and, get out my straight edges and check all the control surfaces really well. And get a CG mark on it and find out where I'm going to put the battery. Yeah. Time to eat, Eric, man. Yeah, you eat late, buddy. Man, I tell you what, man, I think some of us are heading for that hoarder shoe. That's for sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try to give Jet Jam a go. I don't know, I have to look at the mileage and stuff again. I seen the tent out in the shed. I don't know if Hank's been living in the tent or not. I just can't believe that tent would still be good. It's been a few years since we popped that thing. Might just stop up at the distillery up there and get a couple jugs of Spike the Likes juice and drink a pint of Spike the Likes with a quart of water and go to bed. Of course, I'll wake up 3 times to pee, but the trick to drinking is drink water. Time for some more Spike the Likes juice. I miss it, man. Yeah, the only time I drink bourbon was on Thursdays, man. It's just like, I don't even have a cork to sniff, Got the shakes. Yeah, that's... Hey, JT, how you doing, sir? Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. I've noticed too, Noons, man. Are there shows out west? That's something I know. I know in Houston, Texas. My buddy Ricky, they have a big fly in there at their field. I don't know how many. It looks like they have a lot of people that come out to it. But, and I know Flight Test, they used to do one out west somewhere. I think they did one. Wow. Oh, you got in touch with them before they closed. Yeah. Yeah, Sea Fury looks like a nice plane, though. It would look like it would be a nice plane. King Air. Man, it almost sounds like Tuco was out front. Yeah. Yeah, I know they do because I've seen Just Wing It. I've seen John go to some there in Nevada, California area there. Oh, that Dry Lake they fly out there, or the RC Geek and him fly and stuff. That looks like it'd be a fun place to fly. Except for it's got to be hot as heck. Yeah. I know they got some big stuff in Texas, man. Heck, if they had that one air show or that fly-in that Upward Dave there in Atlanta, You know, it's not at his field. It's one just a little north of Atlanta. I would go up to that because Atlanta's not. It doesn't take that long to get to Atlanta. I think it's like maybe 2-3 hours, except for you lose an hour because they're in the eastern. Yeah, I just don't. After the 1.2 meter Mustang, man, that thing just flies like butter. It flies just as nice as the Spitfire. It and the Spitfire are my two best flying warplanes right now. And the Arrows Bearcat, they're all three just gravy. The AT6 flies great, but you know, it's a little trickier to land than those other three. But man, Kermit Weeks, this week he posted a video about his Mosquito. Man, that thing just died. I wish they'd make a big Mosquito. You know, I wouldn't care if it was 1,500 meters or 17 or 18, and just, you know, like right from the nacelles, just have those little, like they do on the Mustang and the Focke-Wulf, just have the wingtips pop off and stuff, man. I would be buying that, that's for sure. Yeah, see, Lower Alabama, it's like from the Dothan area south is considered Lower Alabama, you know. And they tell you that, you know, yeah, Lower Alabama, you know, because like, you know, you get up around Birmingham and I don't even know what the name of the big town is up there, but you know, they're kind of like, oh really, Seagull does, yeah. Yeah, I like Kermit's videos, man. He looked young, man. Of course, he was young. That's 30 years ago. Yeah, it was 90. Yeah, that's 30 some years ago. I know I look a lot different now than what I did 30 years ago, man. As a rough, tough young Army guy. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. I was looking at some planes and trying to think. I just gotta fly. I gotta fly some different planes. I've been flying. I don't know. I've been flying planes I like to fly. The Tundra went out and stuff. I like the Tundra, but it's not Bigfoot. I miss yelling Bigfoot. I miss flying it. Yeah, I like just about anything Kermit does. All right, Mickey. Yeah, gas. Yeah, diesel's higher in Alabama because the when we got here we had the TDI Jetta, and we couldn't believe how much more diesel was here. Hey, Fred, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. Let's make you blue. Make you blue, man. Yeah, I got to get gas in the hauler, man. I was going to do it today. After we got on the way back from the dog park, I was going to drive over and get fuel. But man, it was like, I don't know, man. It was like they let all the morons out today to drive around noon. There's an old guy, driving in a newer truck in a 45 mile an hour zone doing 29 in the left lane. 29 in the left lane. You know, cars were backed up, you know, because we had to go through construction, so it watered everything up. And, you know, he's like a moving chicane. You know, everybody in the left lane is crowding over into the right lane and stuff. And then I'm in the left lane. I just got in the left lane and the light had turned yellow, so when I made a move, and then I'll be darned if he didn't run the damn light going 29 miles an hour in a 45, and ran the light. I just hope he gets there. Kermie. I'm kicking it. I'm kicking about going. I don't know if I go. I was thinking maybe get there Friday and Saturday and leave Sunday. Just so I can meet people there. Yeah, Mobile's not Mobile. I've never been down there to Mobile. I've been to Pensacola, Florida. We never gone down the Mobile area down there. Well, because we got some of the best beaches in the in the Gulf, right? Down in Panama City Beach and down towards Destin and everything, Destin and down to Pensacola and stuff, man. That's some of the best beaches, period. Unless you want stuff you can surf off of, like you get there. Kenny needs a rider. Yeah, well, you ought to go with Kenny, man. You guys live right down there. It'd be good, man. Or I think Jude's down there too, Jude or Lewis. Yeah, there's a lot of people there I'd like to meet, that are going up there. So I'm probably gonna. It's like fly. I'm like thinking like, good grief, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I've been to California a few times there. I was kind of what's the beach? Iron Muscle Beach and all is on there. Or that beach there. What's that thing called? Gosh, I can't think of the name of it. And then been to that beach, Redondo Beach, but the world famous. It's the famous California. It's got all the shops up and down the beach, and this is back before it was legal. But what's the name of the beach? Good grief, man! It was pretty nice. The water is, of course, the Pacific's always cold over there. Hey, Lyndon, how you doing? Doing well, Lyndon, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, man, it's killing me now that I can't think of the name of that beach. But it was funny, like one of the times I was there, they were filming a movie there on the beach. Venice Beach, there we go. Thank you, Rich. Venice Beach, yep. Yeah, because they got that gym right there on the beach. But yeah, I went out on the pier, that one of the beaches there where they were fishing and stuff, man. It looked like pretty competitive fishing going on out there, man. It's like they cut your lines if you got in their spot. No, probably not, Mickey. He's probably not wrong there. But I don't know, man. We got a lot of. See, that's what's bad about Florida, man. It's like it seems like Florida. All the residents of Florida came from New Jersey or New York, So it's not. You don't have that southern nice down there. You get all them Jersey people down there, man. They drive. You can tell, man, because like somebody from the South, man, when the light turns green, they'll, like maybe 15 seconds later, they'll take off, even if it's 65 mile an hour speed zone, it'll take them 8 miles to get up to 65, and then they won't stop there. They'll go right up to 80. But You just kill them off the line, man. This is like, woo! Hey Ron, how you doing? That's what we love, man. We love driving that turbo Jetta. Oh my God, that thing was just so quick off the line. Linda still misses that. She's the gearhead, man. It's like we used to go rent snowmobiles and go out on the track and stuff, and like she would always be out front, and stuff. I'd be her and the boys would be battling for the front, and I'd be pulling in the rear. Yeah, Illinois, yeah, but yeah, you got the same kind of clods in Illinois that you got in the country down here too. You got your Hicks and stuff. I suppose that would be weird, Mickey, man. I know it was for me when driving. I haven't never driven in a country where you drive on the wrong side of the road, but I've driven some right-hand drive cars. We had our truck, our main Toyota truck that I drove in Afghanistan was a right-hand drive truck. That was strange. But yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, they're everywhere, deuces, man. It's like when I used to go to the beach all the time, man. I always liked leaving like at 5:30, 6:30. It's like when Linda wants to go down, we'll leave around 9. And it's like you get all the morons, they come out, for between 9 and 1 and drive, the people that drive slow. Yeah. Yeah, I spent 22 years in the Army. Yeah, I did a little. Yep, Big Red is right there, Lyndon. It's right there. I keep it right there on that PVC stand. I can just grab it. I've got the wings. The wings are up there on another shelf. So I keep the wing spar in the tray in the floor of my car. Oh, it was my privilege, Pickled. Yep, it was a privilege and an honor to serve. Yep. Yeah, we always drive on the right, Mickey. We're always on the right side of the road. Yeah, because I had a buddy from in Ireland. Do they drive on the right side of the road? I think they do there too. Yeah. Oh my God, Tommy, if you're stopping by, buddy, hey, I mean, he was the first one of his brothers to be born in the United States, and my God, don't ever say he's from the UK, man. Them Irish guys will practically kill you when you tell them that, man. Yes, sir, Bob, man. I made that mistake once. I thought, oh my God, a captain of the New York Police Department is going to kick my ass up and down the dock at the marina, throw me off the boat. Oh, yep. Don't ever say they're from the UK. Yeah, yeah. It's like 75, man. That thing's like a bloodbath driving on that thing, man. I don't really like, you know, I don't during tourist season, man. I really don't like going, like a week, you know, the few times we've gone down to Key West and stuff, man, it's like, I don't know how they wreck on the interstate, but they'll pile them up big time there. Yeah, George. That's the way Iowans drive, man. That's the way Fred probably drives, right down the middle of the road. Yeah, because, well, one thing too, a true person that's raised in Florida, that's been lived there their whole life, they're not used to curves. Hills and curves, they don't do well. Especially like even here in Lower Alabama, man. If it's a hill or a curve, they're going to be slowing down for the hill or the curve. It doesn't matter if it's a six lane road or not. It comes to a curve or a hill, they're going to be slowing down. Yeah, the roll slow through a red light. Yeah, and then in Florida, some cities have the traffic cameras and stuff. I think Daytona does. You know, it's like we used to go over there during bike week. We like going to Daytona to watch the Supercross race. You know, I was all real careful not to put the wheels on the white line and everything. Yeah, I used to have I had a 66 GMC truck that I bought, man. I mean, it was in good shape for a 66 GMC truck. But man, that thing had sheet metal on it so thick, and some guy parked kind of cattywampus across two parking spaces, man. And I pretty much blocked him in, you know. And I got out and went in the store, and he was coming out, and he goes, "You going to leave it there?" And I said, "Yes." And and he didn't really say much, you know. And then I said, "It's not gonna hurt it, you know." Yeah, get some stuff done, George. Yeah, I figured I'd come home today and glue that wheel cover on my F-16, but I couldn't find it. I'm going to have to get down and look underneath the toolboxes. Maybe the wind blew it down on the ground. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and close her out. I was going to show some planes, show the repairs, but, I mean, it's nothing. I showed them in the videos. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Now, there was no dramas this week flight-wise. But, yeah, I'm just looking over there at my rack. I got to get my Radio Master. I got to charge it up so I can fly those planes. Yeah, it's morning, Mickey. Mickey's morning. He's just about ready to go to his martini, start working about his martini brunch there. 10 a.m. Yeah, see, it's getting close to lunchtime. They finally hired somebody to replace me at work. They got one of the guys that I used to know took over the job. So it'll be good. And they're in good hands. I'll sleep better now knowing that. All right, guys, I guess we're going to shut her down. You know, it's like I would do stuff when I do this live stream, but to me, you know, the money's in interacting in the chat. And I'm going to try to make a Zoom, man. I've been wanting to do the Zooms, but if Linda stays up, then I'm pretty much out of the Zoom. You know, if she goes to bed, I can get in the Zoom. Because my computer's, you know, we're in the living room with her and stuff. Unless I bring it out here to the garage. But, you know, it's probably, I could get my heat gun out here. But it's probably 80, I'd say 88 degrees out here and humid. But it's worth it. I appreciate everybody for watching the videos. I'll try to watch all yours. Post videos, man. Just get one of those little run cams, man. The little run cam 4K. Those cameras work well. They got stabilization in it. It's better than the stabilization in the Mobius and stuff. And people say they don't like hat cams, but you do what you can do, you know, just to share your experience with us and stuff like that. I think it's good to do, you know. Yeah, Dave, no problems, bud. No worries. I like it. It's a quality shirt. Dave has nice shirts. and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I like the shadow around this, and then the 5-eye nice. But we got to see Andy's toy box RC. Guy climbs the fence to fly a plane, man. That's dedication. That's dedication. Andy, if you catch this later, buddy, thanks for subbing. All right, guys, we got to go because I gotta get this stuff in there so I can get ready for my Kenny, so Kenny can put me to sleep, man. But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for subbing to join Team Let's Go Flying. Thinking about a giveaway for the next number. I think I don't even know. Heck, I don't even know what number I'm getting ready to bust here. I think it's 700. Getting ready to bust 700. So I don't know if we'll do something for 700. But I've always joked about 1,000 at 1,000. So that's what I'm going to shoot for, like $1,000 giveaway at 1,000. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what it's going to be. It might not be that much. Linda, whenever I say that, she cringes. But I don't know, man. I just got to go in there and tell her who's boss. It's like yes. All right, guys. It's been fun. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Tuco, thanks you. And it's been great. And we'll see you out at the field. We'll see you in Kenny's show here in a little bit. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining Team Let's Go Flying. This is Jeff in the garage, Lower Alabama, baby. And Tuco's in the AC. So, but, bye.